we were talking about the spot and spray weeding, which I think part of the problem with that is you do damage the crops with herbicide, and if we can avoid doing that as much as possible, then that will maximize our income for the moment. Now, eventually we're going to be at the point where possibly maxing out the environmental score is the best way to go, because the environmental score also affects income from productions and animals and everything. It's basically everything you do, and you'll see it when we complete these contracts that we will end up with more income, or a bonus on our income, because of you can't fold up and lift the tractor. There we go. Yeah, you can't. You will get bonuses from your contracts and everything else, so it's actually a good thing to get a good environmental score. Okay, this should be the way we came in. Must admit, if I owned this farm, I would probably chop out the hedge as you enter down this path that allows access to the silage bunker. So that would make it easier to get to the cow field from the road. Okay. We'll follow him out. Okay, I think I want to take the next left. We turn left here, go down there. So, off we go. Last field to mow, and we'll head... I might as well use their equipment for all of this, because it doesn't put any age on mine. And then once this is all done, and potentially, I think the sell point is here, so obviously once we've baled up everything, I might go to the furthest away field, so 104 or whatever it was. Load as many bales as I can from there, swing past 90. Once the bale trailer is full, we'll sell here, but then we'll fill from 22 to try and make off the top of the contract. And any bales that are left will hopefully be left on field 90, which is closest to our farm, and we can then take them home. Then October 3rd will be, if we do another round of baling contracts for silage, it should make our grass field available, and we can possibly you know what, I'm just going to drive through the hedge, because this is another one of those animal fields. Okay, and get back inside. Yeah, sorry. Our field will then be ready to be mowed. I can mow it. I might plough it, or I might just write it off as a cow pasture, and I don't care what the yield is, but we will have to look at buying a grass field, which might need to be borrowing money for that. And we're going to need to generate a lot of income over the coming months so that we can buy the grass cutting equipment so we can keep the cows happy. Okay, it should have probably come in on the left there. Now the thing with this field is I would have had to, I guess now that we've done the first lap, I can jump out of the cab, do a third person view. Oh, missed some grass. Actually figure out where the entrance is. It looks like the entrance is on the right side of the, guessing this is a sheep field. So the sheep barn there. But you would have to drive into the farmyard, and then there's it's just an opening there. So no gate, the sheep can just run wild. That would be fun. Having sheep running around your yard. And by fun I mean not so much fun. And this field is 10% complete. Field 90 was the biggest, I think. Although, no, 104 is paying the most. I am so confused. I think basically depends how many. It's all going to be down to how much bales we have and where we have to ship them from. So obviously I really don't want to ship from 104. Unless I can just load up a trailer and just bring all of the bales at the same time. Because it's a long way to the animal dealer from there, or the farmer's market, or whatever it's called. Flick through there. Yay. It would help if the camera was directly aft. And, oh, the fun little triangle at the end. No matter which way you view it. Isn't no easy way to do this field, I don't think. I think I got 2 straight edges and a curved one. So no matter what I try, it's gonna be a challenge. Let's that row. And come back and clip that one. Okay. We have the outer edge here, which I can do with the front. And then just drive as straight through here as I can. Oh, I can bring that back mower in a little bit. What I can't do is spread it wider. Part of my problem here is if you very, very, very slightly turn as you're cutting a line, the back mower leaves a gap between the line it's following and the line the front mower's following. So just adjusting it to the left very slightly. There's a little bit more overlap between those two mowers now. Let's run back to the okay. So, how much of this field is done? How much have I missed? I'm probably going to come round and head this and see tufts of grass all over the place. Like here. That seems to have worked. Another bit there. Now, ordinarily, when I'm doing a grass contract, I will leave the mowers here and go and fetch the next piece of equipment. Problem is, you know, we've done 3 fields, and so. And I've tried to be as thorough as I can be, so there shouldn't be... If I can't make up a full bale, I just have to accept it. I can't make up a full bale. There's not going to be any options of, well, if I just mow that little tuft there, it'll make another 200 litres and I'll be that much closer to finishing off this last bale which I need for the contract type of thing. Anyway, I'll grab that bit, I'll drive down here, see if there's anything on the left ahead of us. And I think we'll depart the field the way we came in and just run through the hedge. Alright, that I can just click on fold. That I can fold and lift. Yay. And I think we probably need to get back in the tractor and watch the flapping canvas bits around the front mower. So cell point is just on our left up ahead, right even. Yeah, you can see that up there. So that field we just did, very convenient for this bit here. You just turn right where the car is and that's where you can sell. But next step, we need the tedder. And the other trick I'm trying to do with the grass equipment is see if we can get some on sale. So unfortunately, full price for the mower that we have. But we did get the bale trailer cheap, and potentially, if I can find cheap tedders and wrappers and balers or whatever I need, windrowers, again, I'll be happy with the way that goes. It's that, or I'm going to be doing a lot of contracts in order to keep my grass supplies, where I need them. We won't be buying a vast amount of cows to start out with. Enough to have some income to cover the cost of running the farm. I could do with something that incomes $1,000 a day or £1,000 a day. That mower is definitely in need of a clean, but not too worried about that now. Let's select the rear one. Drop that there. Drop. Come on, drop. Thank you. That there. And the next thing we need is the tedder. We got a small baler. That might actually be a variable capacity baler. Balers. Balers. Pottingers are 125. That is variable capacity, so we can actually run the bales up to 180 centimetres, which means we make less and transport more. Or, transport a bigger volume with less work. My favourite way of doing things. Meantime, let's jump back in the cab. And of course, the thing with equipment sales is you're never choosing what you want, you're choosing what's available. So yeah, we can get some orange equipment, but if the red equipment's on sale, we're getting red equipment. Somewhere down here on the left, before we reach the field, is, come on, next to the tree. Alrighty. This is big. So yay, big equipment. Oh, we do have I keep forgetting, we have the GPS on this if we want to use it. I don't have to. But that's 3 rows of tedding done. Nice thing about making hay, it is actually, whoops, a fairly quick job if you don't mess it up. Then we get to windrow and bale and load. So there will be a stream on Monday, around about 9 o'clock in the morning, Eastern time. And I'm kind of figuring I might not complete these contracts before then. I might do a little bit of work, so maybe windrow them and maybe partly load, because I really don't want to spend however long it ends up being loading 120 bales on a bale trailer, because that'll be 3 or 4 loads. Honestly, I don't know how many we're going to end up making, but I'll get most of them loaded, and we'll load a couple at the end, finish off the contract, and and then just take the rest back to the yard, and then we'll probably do some more mowing on Monday, because it's a thing. I was thinking I didn't need to mow my yard this weekend. Looks like it might need it. Sort of. We've not had a lot of rain in the last few weeks, so the grass does look a little bit sad. However, there are tufts of grass out there that really need doing, plus weeds, so I can do all that on Monday, because then it's like doing it today, doing it Monday, there's no difference. So if I wait a couple of days, I don't have to do it quite so soon next time round. Oh, I do have follow me loaded, so maybe when we get the baler down to this field, I can have my tractor follow me with the bale trailer. Okay. I think the issue with the other fields is going to be they're not square. This field is square, so I could have done it with GPS quite efficiently. But the other field's not square, so you're always going to end up with bits that you have to do manually regardless. The time we're coming up on 12. So I think right now probably looking at calling it quits when we end this field. I'll go and bale the others, or I'll go and head the others off camera while I have my lunch. And we'll get back to this on Monday. So again, nice to see Cavalier Roy taking an interest in people playing his map, and obviously featuring it in the hopes that more people will play his map. And we are now looking forward to an up-and-coming update on this map, which will require a new save game, unless you want to see floating barns. trees and other floaty stuff. Okay, I think I'm gonna get most of this row in, but there will be a little bit left over at the gate that we'll have to come back for. So that is the first field of whatever this stuff's called. Hay. Hay? Yes, hay. Now the other option I did have was possibly to stick regular wheels with wheel weights on our tractor and use that with the front loader to pick up the stuff, the bales, once they're done, rather than bring the weight with us. I don't think it makes a difference either way. That needs to lift. No. Ah, there we go. So yeah, some equipment when you fold it will lift, and others like this don't. The back mowers, when you fold them, they lift and fold. The front mowers, when you fold them, just fold up. You have to lift them off the ground. But anyway, a nice morning with the hay. I am gonna get to field 90. I'm going to jump back to our farm and take a look at the grass in our pasture. I don't think it's ready for anything much. However, I think if I attached our tractor to this equipment, I would be able to use this equipment on our field. What I'm not allowed to do is have this tractor working on our fields with the with the rented equipment, which is kind of crazy. I don't think I should be able to do anything like that. Okay, so up to the silo and turn left at the, or turn right at the silo. Gets us to where we want to be. So there's the silo, and there's the narrow approach that we want to take to the back. And again, and again, and here we are. So I am going to, that's our farm. Ah, I can't visit that. Can't visit that. Can't visit that. Come on. I should have left my I didn't. Oh, yes I did. There we go. Cow. Visit. Visit cow. Yeah, so this here is... Oh, it is ready to harvest. So if I hitched up the mower and the tedder and everything to my tractor, I could use that equipment to turn that into hay. Not going to, because that's sort of first... It's about the third stage of growth. And is ready to harvest, but if you let it grow again, it becomes a more full growth and thus better yield. But anyway, I will call it a day today. I wish you all a good weekend. Happy Independence Day. And we'll be back on Monday to continue with this. But for right now, I'm out of here. Have fun, everybody.